my name's Ross.
My name's Reese.
We're part of Farewell Theatre Company. So we created this theatre company back in
2017.
Latter end of 2017 for a uni project. And then just kind of expanded from there really. We are doing a play called Boots and Braces, and that was part of our uni project.
So the show's about dispelling the myths that all skinheads are violent and racist, and it's about an origin story about how the skinhead culture was set up through multiculturalism, through working class youths coming together from London and Jamaica and creating the subculture.
Yeah, it's just like through that how sort of different things come into impact the subculture through, you know, violence and racism, through the political movements coming in, and just how people got sort of radicalised and you know, deviated away from the true meanings of what it means to be a skinhead really.
And as well, looking at the history, we look at how the movement is today and how like a lot of the skinhead movement is dying, but a lot of people are still trying to keep it alive and with, you know, the different morals that we used to have back in the day.
So I think, well, it's a lot of sort of how you dress in a sense anyway, so that kind of inspired it, but also we were going to look at sort of like terrorism and stuff, just after the Manchester bombings had happened, so we're going to look kind of into that.
The original idea was looking at about skinheads going off to fight ISIS, and like about how nationalists wanted to, you know, fight this terrorism like away from their homeland basically. And as we were looking into it, we realised that there weren't a lot of stuff actually done about the culture. There was This Is England and a few films and documentaries made about the 80s. But apart from that, there wasn't really a lot on it. Really.
So we decided to just sort of delve into it and update people really, because I know especially when we first said we were going to do it, we got kind of, not hate, but like people kind of being like, why are you doing that, and how...
Very mixed views.
Yeah, very mixed views. Like one of our friends just said to us, like, why would you do something so racist? And it's just like, this is exactly why we need to do this, because it's not. And that's sort of what we show, and at the end of it people went away and they learned things and they came out and we got people talking, and I think that's what we need to do at the moment, get people kind of talking about this genuinely misunderstood subculture really. So the play sort of follows three characters, and we're like sort of good friends.
Yeah, and they all have a combined love for music. The music is what gets them into the subculture as a starting point. And then as the play goes on, we all sort of take down our different paths. So Ross goes into...
So I get sort of dragged into like the football hooliganism sort of era and go through that, and we explain how that all came about. It all started down south and then moved up. So that's kind of me, and I kind of go down that route and show that aspect of it, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, football hooligans, they're all skinheads, they're all thugs. Actually no, it's not really, but we show how that people have come to, you know, decide on that. And then we've got Reese, who kind of uses fashion.
Who is very involved in his fashion, the way he dresses and things like. So a basic skinhead would wear Harrington, white t-shirt, blue jeans and Doc Martens, and then as I realised that like it's more about the fashion than like, you know, just that basic look that skinhead has.
Some coats in,
and like starts looking at different ways, like how different skinheads like express themselves through the fashion, through the music, and then
And then the third character, he shows how politics comes into the mix and how we have these, you know, far right EDL people who normal people call them skinheads, but they're not. They're nothing to do with the skinhead movement really. They're the sort of, you know, your BNP people.
But it wasn't the EDL at the start. It was the National Front that like took an interest into the skinhead culture, because it's like saw it as like this youth movement that like was angry with how how the modern society was.
Very easily influenced people, and we show that in the thing. Like all they have to do is give them the Bulldog, which is a newspaper, tell them to read it, and they go, yeah, of course, why were we thinking about this before? But it's not, because we could go read this newspaper and it's great and it's about how everyone loves each other, and they go, yeah, of course they do. They're so easily influenced, and it just shows the three different pathways and how skinheads are what they are today because of the different pathways that they've chosen really. bit more of an understanding, really,
Yeah.
just a bit more sort of clued up and knowledgeable. I mean, through researching, we did about 3 months research before we even put it on, and just, I think through researching we found out a lot that we didn't know. So I think just probably, if we can get people talking about it afterwards and going, I actually learned quite a bit from that, then I think that's probably what I'd say we want to achieve.
Just seen a lot of different theatre really, because been, like I said, Salford uni students, and we managed to see a lot at university,
Yeah.
where it's just like a full month that's just dedicated to
Yeah,
theatre
yeah.
and getting ourselves out there and
I
going to
think-
see
yeah, and I
other
think
acts.
as well with the addition to a new cast member of ours, like I think bringing that another aspect into it is just going to completely lift the piece, and I want to see sort of people who came to see it last time, because it was quite a shortened version, if they like it, you know, what their thoughts on it are, if we kind of have done it justice again and stuff like that. So I think Great Manchester Fringe is sort of great, a little learning curve for us as well. So I think I'm really looking forward to it, seeing what people's opinions are really.